The world has been watching Three-Eye Atlas for months. Every new observation adds another layer of mystery, another contradiction, another phenomenon that defies everything we know about comets. But nothing, absolutely nothing, compares to what just happened over the last 72 hours. 3 countries, 3 different hemispheres, 3 separate observatories, and one impossible discovery that scientists are scrambling to explain. Spain, Thailand, Norway, 3 sets of images, 3 angles, 3 nights, and all 3 show the same thing: something a comet should not be doing. Something that breaks physics, breaks logic, and breaks the very models we use to understand the universe. Because Three-Eye Atlas just twisted its tail against the direction of solar wind. Not once, not briefly, but continuously across multiple continents, across multiple days, across multiple instruments. This isn't a glitch. This isn't misinterpretation. This is real, and it's impossible. Let's start with Spain. The first images came from an observatory outside Granada. Crystal clear skies, low light pollution, perfect conditions. The astronomers there weren't expecting anything unusual. They were simply tracking Three-Eye Atlas to measure brightness fluctuations, but what they saw stopped them cold. The comet's tail, the long, thin ribbon of dust trailing behind it, wasn't trailing behind at all. It was curling upward, bending forward, wrapping around the nucleus like a whip caught in a wind that didn't exist. Solar wind always pushes the tail away from the sun. Always. But Three-Eye Atlas's tail was moving toward the sun. A physical impossibility. The researchers thought it was an error. Maybe atmospheric distortion. Maybe interference. Maybe a processing glitch. But then came the second shock. The tail shifted again. Not slowly, not gradually, but in a sudden jerk, like something inside the nucleus had fired a burst of energy that pushed the dust in a new direction. Comets don't do that. Nothing natural does that. They uploaded the frames. They flagged other observatories. They prepared for ridicule, because no scientist wants to be the one claiming an interstellar visitor just broke the rules of solar physics. Then Thailand confirmed it. Half a world away, different equipment, different language, same impossible behavior. Thai astronomers near Chiang Mai captured high-resolution images of Three-Eye Atlas that perfectly matched Spain's data. The tail bending inward, the dust forming a forward arc, as if the comet were accelerating into its own debris. This shouldn't just be impossible. It should be dangerous. The nucleus should be overwhelmed by its own dust. But it wasn't. Instead, something stranger happened. The nucleus brightened, extremely briefly, like a pulse under the surface. A flash recorded on multiple cameras. Not a flare, not a reflection. A pulse. Internal, instant, purposeful looking. In Thailand's frames, the pulse lasted 0.6 seconds. In Spain's frames, it lasted 0.7 seconds. That discrepancy is small, too small to dismiss. And when adjusted for distance and optical lag, the pulses aligned perfectly. The comet pulsed, physically, visibly, globally. And the world wasn't ready for what came next: the Norway images. These were captured near Tromsø, under aurora-filled skies. Incredibly, the northern lights actually helped. Their faint electromagnetic shimmer made the comet's dust particles more reflective, revealing something neither Spain nor Thailand had been able to see clearly. The tail wasn't just bending, it was splitting. Multiple thin streamers were emerging from the nucleus, twisting around each other like braided threads. A structure seen in plasma physics, but never in comet dust. The Norway images showed 3 distinct tail streams, weaving together, separating, then rejoining as if being tugged by an invisible thread. Solar wind cannot do this. Magnetic fields cannot do this. Random jets cannot do this. This wasn't turbulence. This was coordination. And then the impossible detail emerged, the one scientists are desperately trying not to talk about publicly. The Norway images show the tail splitting at precise geometric angles. Not random, not chaotic, precise. 33 degrees, 33 degrees, 33 degrees. 3 tail branches emerging symmetrically from the nucleus at the exact same angle. No natural comet has ever displayed geometric ejection symmetry, not once, not ever. Geometry means pattern. Pattern means structure. Structure means process. And process means something is happening inside 3I Atlas that none of our planetary formation models can explain. Now here's where the story becomes truly disturbing. When researchers from the three countries combined their data and aligned the timestamps, they found something no one expected. The pulse, the bright flash inside the nucleus, occurred at the exact moment the tail branches aligned at the 33-degree angles. The pulse triggered the geometry, or the geometry triggered the pulse. Either way, the comet reacted instantly. This is coordination, this is timing, this is complexity. Not intelligence, but complexity far beyond what an ordinary comet can display. Scientists today are quietly using words they never expected to use. Non-standard internal mechanics, unknown cryovolcanic behavior, interstellar chemical phase transitions, exotic ices responding to EM gradients. Those are the sanitized phrases. What they're not saying publicly, but definitely saying privately, is much simpler. We don't know what we're looking at, because 3I Atlas doesn't behave like a comet. It behaves like a reactor, a layered, reactive, pressure-driven object with internal chambers that ignite, pulse, and reshape the tail dynamically. But the most unsettling part? The Norway team noticed that the tail geometry changed on a repeating cycle. Every 19 minutes, exactly 19 minutes. Not the 18th of September, not 19th of February, 19,000 minutes. Cycles in nature are sloppy, they wander, they drift, they wobble. This cycle did not wobble, it was perfect. Solar wind is not perfect. Thermal cracking is not perfect. Outgassing is not perfect. Cycles like this are found in one place in nature: resonant systems, pendulums, pulsing stars, harmonic oscillators, crystals, engineered systems. So what is 3I Atlas? It isn't alive, it isn't a craft, and it isn't mechanical, but it is reacting to forces we don't understand. And now scientists are terrified of one possibility. 3I Atlas may be undergoing changes as it enters the inner solar system. Changes triggered by sunlight, solar wind, magnetic fields, and gravitational tides. Changes we have never seen in any interstellar object. Changes that may accelerate. Changes that may destabilize it. Changes that may trigger massive outbursts, or worse, fragmentation. Multiple fragments of an object this unpredictable would be a nightmare. Their trajectories would be chaotic. Non-gravitational forces would distort them. Predicting impacts would become nearly impossible. The Spain, Thailand, Norway images aren't just beautiful, they're warnings. The nucleus is active. The tail is reactive. The structure is shifting. The object is cycling. And the symmetry appearing within the tail suggests internal processes are becoming synchronized, possibly building towards something. Pressure release, cryo-eruption, resonant fracture, catastrophic breakup, or something we don't even have a name for yet. What the three countries captured wasn't just a beautiful sky show. It was the comet announcing, "I am changing," not slowly, not quietly, not randomly, but rhythmically, symmetrically, precisely. Something impossible is happening inside 3I Atlas, and the closer it gets, the stranger it becomes.